All right guys, so we got the keys to the house. On every house, I kind of man up like one little project and stuff just to keep things fun, keep me involved. On this house, I'm actually gonna be taking care of the landscaping. I wanna get this lawn like lush green, awesome looking. It was pretty high with weeds. I mowed it down, did a little bit of trimming. I've got a few of my sprinklers set up, but I just gotta get a few more. But I wanted to talk to you guys about how we finally got the keys to the house, because if you remember from the last video, the tenants were still in there. They hardball this pretty good with, you know, they were gonna force an eviction type thing and everything. But we ended up doing what's kind of called like a cash for keys setup. And this is all props to my partner on this deal, Daniel. He was in charge of kind of just getting the property, getting the keys, getting me access, and then I found the funding and we're gonna use our crews to get it flipped. So if you guys end up doing this with properties that you buy, you got to be very specific, and you can't really be flexible. You're gonna give them an ultimatum and basically say, so with this one we said, if you're out by the end of the month, which is the 31st, so we said if you're out by May 31st, we will give you $1,500 for you to use toward your next rental. It's cash, you can use it for whatever you want. And so we did that. He actually came back and said he needs $2,000 and he can't actually be out by the end of the month. And so going back and forth with my partner on that, I basically told him, look, this is an excellent opportunity for him to just take the money and go. I'm not gonna let him, you know, play around with us on it or anything. We gotta stick to our guns. It's gotta be the end of the month, and we're not gonna go more than $1,500. In the end, he decided he'd do it just to make sure we, and this is something that Daniel did. He had an attorney draft just a small little document, and you know, it was worth the $50 that we ended up paying to get it done. Basically saying, we're gonna give you the $1,500 for the keys to the house, as long as it happens before the 31st. And if you basically don't, you know, fulfill your side of the contract, you'll be trespassing on the property. And so he's relinquished his rights as a tenant to the property by accepting the $1,500 that we were going to give him for the keys. And he decided to sign the paper. He took his $1,500. We ended up getting the property sooner than we thought. Didn't have to, you know, go through the eviction process and pay a lawyer or anything. So it all worked out. It's a pretty good strategy. You know, money talks. Hey Mike, how's it going? We got some good neighbors here at this property. So I'm doing the lawn on this, but the funny thing is with flip properties, and we're close to the Air Force Base, so you can probably hear the airplanes above, but with flip properties, the sad thing is, like, I really like, you know, lawn care, like doing like awesome landscaping and stuff, but there's not a lot of value there to like, you know, hire a company, do like awesome features or anything, just because it doesn't change the appraised value of the property a ton anyways. Like, I just sold a property that was basically like, you know, a dirt slate, and it's gonna appraise or, you know, be compared to other properties with better landscaping, but it's not gonna change the value very much. So this is more of just like a hobby project for me. Just like, it's fun to go out, turn a brown lawn into a green one, and you know, get it, do the striping and everything. And so that's kind of the plan, is just to have fun with this and change it from something, you know, basically from dirt into a nice, you know, place that people will enjoy. Let's run in real quick. You guys have already seen the inside of this property in a previous video. Jump to that video if you haven't been in here. But I want to show you, we had the keys to this property for, well, today's Thursday. We got keys on Sunday, so 4 days of work, and we've actually done pretty well. We've taken out 3 dumpsters from the house, and we're moving right along. Okay, we got to get rid of that old squeaky, I don't know if you can hear that in the video, but the old swamp cooler, we always take those out, put in central air. We talked to our structural engineer. He said we could take out this wall with a little bit of, you know, support. He designed us a beam and some posts and everything. We'll throw in an island right here in the kitchen. We'll keep the same layout that was in the previous video with like the refrigerator, the stove, you know, the sink, kind of like a wraparound. Throwing some new flooring here. But as you can see, like, we already got a new front door in. We've done a bunch of plumbing. Actually, jump in here like to the bathroom. So we ripped out the bathroom. We moved our plumbing to where the center of the new sink is gonna be. We just gotta get this drain over here. A lot of like the first few days into a flip is planning and making sure that materials that are gonna take a while get ordered. So windows and doors, like those are sometimes a lot of your custom items, need to get ordered like day 1, day 2, every time on our projects, because we're gonna be finished with this probably by the end of the month. It probably won't take us much more than 3 weeks to do. Right now, the lead time on windows is 3 weeks. So that's gonna be like coming in at the very end. We might actually be waiting on windows to be able to list the property and sell it. And might give us a little bit of extra time to get my lawn greened up and everything. So we'll see how that goes, but that's how we ended up getting the keys to the property sooner than we originally planned. And we'll keep you updated on how this property goes.